Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Marie Rodriguez, and I am co-chair for the Comité Noviembre Scholarship Program. Tonight, Comité Noviembre will recognize its 2020 scholarship recipients. The scholarship program was established in 1996 and to date has awarded 330 scholarships. The selection process is competitive, and documented community service is key to be selected. You will be impressed by our recipients and the great work that they do volunteering. The Comité Noviembre Scholarship is awarded to seniors in high school and college students for their volunteerism. Here are amazing scholars for you to view.
Hi, my name is Cara Dorando. I would like to take a few seconds from this video just to thank Comité Noviembre for giving me the opportunity to progress my education further by giving me a scholarship. Typically, I would volunteer at a local elementary school, but right now because of COVID, most schools are closed. Right now, I am working with an organization to get people to sign up and register to vote. I volunteer because I think it's important to have just like someone be on the lookout for you. I usually tend to work with kids who aren't at a higher level of reading and doing math. Usually by like the end of the year, you can see how much the kids like just make like this big progress. What I get out of volunteering is just the satisfaction of just being able to help others.
My name is Talia Colon Garcia. I'm currently a sophomore at University of Southern California. Growing up, my thoughts on a daily basis were what's next and what can I do? The world is much bigger than my immediate surroundings, and I knew I could be of service in my community. I wanted to strengthen my desire to understand the world around me, and I've always liked to make people happy, bring them joy, and I always despise the idea of seeing people lonely without anybody to share their thoughts with. Nobody to talk to, so I decided to involve myself in many community service projects every single weekend. And that's how Moment of Happiness was first born, aimed towards visiting the elderly at the nursing homes. And then I worked on my second project called Tutoring Around the Tropics, focused towards tutoring students in Vega Baja that were seriously impacted by Hurricane Maria. And just recently, I started my own organization at USC with the help of a Puerto Rican friend that studies with me at USC called Vamos Arriba. So Vamos Arriba at USC is a platform of mutual aid designed to engage with and uplift Latin American communities, especially those that have been marginalized or misrepresented in the media, government action, or present society. A cultural and professional organization aimed towards serving and engaging with Latin American communities. We intend to send aid and donations to Latin American communities that have been affected by political and or natural disasters. Similarly, to engage with those communities and be like create that relationship between USC and those communities. So recently we drove to Huanica and donated groceries to those families that were impacted by the recent tropical storm, and effectively community service have allowed me to learn more about myself. I've learned that if there's a minute that I could spend just helping out people, I would not hesitate to do so. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Jolie Falcon Santiago, and I will be showing you pictures of an event I organized while I was president of my DECA chapter. I wanted to ensure the chapter volunteered their time. It was decided we raise money for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. This is an organization that has helped millions since its establishment, and we have noted that it's been under-resourced for years. The turnout for the event was absolutely amazing. My school has not had something of this caliber before. It was great to see so many people come together to play volleyball and feel like they belong. This event helped me realize why I volunteer. It's because when you give your time to something, it can better what was there before or improve the circumstances of the current situation. Volunteering is a great way to bring communities together and show one another that we care about each other. I feel accomplished when work is done. Thank you, Comité Noviembre, for recognizing my efforts. I will continue to do more to better this world.
Hi, my name is Paloma Gonzalez, and I am a sophomore at Manhattan College, majoring in exercise science with a concentration of kinesiology. I would like to take this time to thank you for your generosity and your support in my career in the medical field. After working at Mount Sinai in the pediatrics department, I've noticed that I wanted to work more with kids, and I thought the perfect place was at an after-school program. Here I was able to manage different personalities from different backgrounds, and it truly helped me be more confident in many ways. It actually feels very rewarding when you see them understand what you've taught them and how they put it into practice. And I'm truly grateful for being part of their lives and in their growth. And honestly, I've noticed in my own life that I've become a more positive and creative person after working with them.
Saludos, soy Catherine Martínez Medina de Vieques, Puerto Rico. Soy una de las becarias de Comité Noviembre en la categoría de labor comunitaria. Durante mi corta vida he hecho labor comunitaria en distintos lugares de mi comunidad. Me he involucrado en varias organizaciones, eventos, clubes y más con el fin de ayudar. En esas experiencias he desarrollado destrezas y valores importantes como lo son el liderazgo, disciplina, responsabilidad y compromiso. Por otro lado, gracias al trabajo comunitario, encontré la profesión que deseo ejercer en un futuro. Finalmente, quiero darle las gracias a todo el equipo de Comité Noviembre por creer en mí y ayudarme a continuar mis estudios universitarios para en un futuro poderle servir a mi país como toda una profesional.
Hi, my name is Adriana Melendez and I volunteer because I love helping others in a variety of ways. I get to help people when they're in need and help organizations to achieve their goals. I enjoy seeing their reactions and how happy they can be after I help them. My mom always taught me that you help others without expecting anything in return. When I volunteer, I get to help others and see how delighted and happy they are after I get to work with them, which always makes me feel happy and accomplished. Something I get out of volunteering is that I get to learn new life skills from the people I work with. I always love to learn new things and help those in need. Once work is done, I feel fulfilled and satisfied with what I have done. I love that I'm able to help those in need by providing them with supplies, food, or even just by listening to what they have to say. Thank you so much to Comité Noviembre for awarding me the scholarship that will help me to achieve my goals and pursue my dream career.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Jenna Paola Meléndez Alejandro, tengo 18 años y me encuentro en primer año de universidad estudiando la carrera de biología en la Universidad de Puerto Rico, recinto de Río Piedras. La primera vez que me involucré en el mundo del trabajo comunitario fue hace 6 años atrás, cuando estaba en la escuela intermedia. Al principio comenzó como un requisito y al pasar el tiempo se ha vuelto un estilo de vida. Lo más gratificante para mí de hacer esto es poder aprender, conocer y sobre todo crecer como persona. Es ver cómo tu acción, por más pequeña que parezca, le puede cambiar la vida a alguien para mejor. Es ayudar a alguien que te necesita y no solo hablo de los humanos, sino también de nuestro planeta. Lo hago porque me apasiona y porque en un futuro quiero estudiar medicina. Cada vez que culmino un voluntariado me siento viva porque sé que con mis actos le he regalado esperanza a alguien más. Solo me basta con ver las sonrisas en el rostro de esas personas para saber que estoy en el lugar correcto. Yo soy de Vieques, Puerto Rico y con mucho orgullo cargaré mi bandera donde quiera que me necesiten.
Hola a todos, espero que se encuentren bien. Primeramente quiero dar gracias al Comité Noviembre por haber dado la oportunidad de ser seleccionado como uno de los ganadores de esta beca. He podido ser voluntario en mi comunidad en donde vivo, ya sea en la limpieza de áreas verdes, orientando a los jóvenes, en el programa de reciclaje, también en mi iglesia a la que asisto como mujer y también limpiando. Yo tengo como esto mi satisfacción como ser humano de que estoy haciendo el bien por la sociedad y y me siento honrado de poder realizarlo. También me siento feliz porque estoy sirviendo de guía a otros jóvenes como yo para poder seguir haciendo las cosas correctamente y poder hacer de Puerto Rico un mejor país para las próximas generaciones. Muchas gracias a todos y cuídense.
Hola, espero que se encuentren muy bien todos. Quiero darle las gracias al Comité Noviembre por haberme seleccionado como uno de los ganadores de esta beca. He sido voluntario en muchas áreas de mi vida. He sido voluntario en la comunidad en donde vivo, en las iglesias, en los hospitales, en hogares, ya que sea breando con áreas verdes, breando con cajas de alimentos, aconsejando a otros jóvenes, orientando a otras personas. ¿Qué obtengo de esto? Obtengo la satisfacción como persona de que estoy haciendo el bien en ayudar a otros para hacer una buena causa. También me siento muy feliz ya que estoy dando ejemplo a otros jóvenes, a otras personas como yo, a hacer cosas buenas y de hacer Puerto Rico un lugar mejor y del mundo. Gracias.
Saludos cordiales, mi nombre es Carlos Omar Moicas Torres, tengo 22 años de edad, soy del pueblo de Las Piedras y estoy en mi 5º año de estudio en la Universidad de Puerto Rico en Calley. Vengan a conocer mi historia.
My name is Gianna Nieves, and I am honored to be one of the Comité Noviembre Volunteerism Scholarship winners. Volunteering and community service is a big part of my life. I started volunteering at a very young age because my family always taught me it was important to give back. Whether it's going to church and volunteering with my grandma on Thanksgiving, or cleaning up a local reservoir with my brothers. As I grew up and got more involved, I gained organizational skills and leadership skills. I've been involved in many worthwhile causes, such as fundraising for cancer patients, collecting genes for homeless teens, and helping Hurricane Maria victims with fundraising and donations. I'm currently part of Society of Hispanic Engineers and Society of Women Engineers, and through these organizations, I mentor and tutor kids in low-income areas. I enjoy encouraging children to enter STEM fields. It makes me feel good knowing that the work I'm doing benefits others and can potentially change a child's aspiration. There are a shortage of Hispanics and women in engineering, and I want to do my part to change that.
Hola, my name is Tyron Nieves, and today I'm going to show you my volunteer work in Rochester, New York, and the University of Rochester Medical Center. As you can see, I started my video using American Sign Language. In my free time, and mostly pre-pandemic, I used to go to the Rochester Recreational Club for the Deaf and offer my volunteer help in many of the activities and work they organized. I am privileged of learning so much from a community that definitely needs to be heard. I am also part of the Wojtowicz Laboratory at the UR Medical Center. The lab studies mitochondrial physiological response in model organism C. elegans and how biomolecular manipulations can be translated into effective pharmacological interventions in humans. I believe that my small contributions through science can generate giant changes in the scientific community and definitely promote healthier lives for the public. I'm also part of the first ever and recently founded Puerto Rican student organization at the University of Rochester. I am proud to say my generation of Puerto Rican college students at the University of Rochester founded the first ever organization to celebrate us as Puerto Ricans.
I have served my community on many occasions by doing volunteer work at different events and at my church, La Sagrada Familia. In volunteering, I have been able to work as a team with other volunteers to make specific events possible and to also do a good deed for the community. It makes me feel good to know that I am helping make a difference in the lives of others by not expecting anything in return except their gratification. I feel for myself for doing these amazing things to help others. One thing I did when I was in high school was Labra, which was when we went in a group of 4 and 5, went around the area and gave food, clothing, and etc. and essentials for them to help on for the week or the month, depending what month it was. And we will do that once a month.
Hi, my name is Imari Roque. I'm one of the 2020 Comité Noviembre scholarship recipients. I've received a scholarship based on a criteria of community service. So the community service that I've done has been working with my local church, Damascus Christian Church of Hunts Point, over the past 8 years. It's been a really positive experience for me, and I've learned a lot because I've had a variety of different roles. I worked at the church as a child caretaker. I've worked in the worship team, and I've also worked in the audiovisual aspect of things. And I feel like not only has this improved my skills as a person with taking care of children, it's improved my singing skills, being on the worship team, and it's also improved my technological skills working with the audiovisual stuff. But most importantly, I feel like I've gained a sense of unity and a sense of family.
Hi, my name is Destiny Ruiz, and I go to Wesleyan University in Connecticut, and I was awarded the CN Scholarship for volunteerism. And I just want to first say thank you so much, Comité Noviembre. I really feel supported along my journey to a career in public health. So I wasn't able to record my volunteerism because I do volunteer in a clinical setting, and we're not allowed to take photos or record videos. But I feel that my work is really important at the health center because right now we're working on a research project about chronic pain in Spanish-speaking patients. And it's important to acknowledge that different communities have different needs, especially in the medical or the clinical setting. So not all patients should be treated the same way. So I'm hopeful that this project will help us get findings that will allow Spanish-speaking patients to receive better health care. So it really makes me feel good about doing this volunteer work. Thank you so much again. Bye.
Hello, my name is Mirelis Torres Galarza, and I'm a recipient from the Comité Noviembre Scholarship. I volunteer to make a positive change in the community. I do it to bring happiness and hope to others. Volunteering makes me empathize with people. It helps me see the world in a different perspective and be grateful for what I have. Every time I volunteer, I feel happy and content because I know I made a positive impact on someone's life.
I volunteer because I want to help improve the quality of life of people in need, motivate more young people to do community service, and that this contribution has an impact on the individual and on our society. I learn from every service I do, increase my passion to continue helping others, and contribute to social justice. I feel satisfied and more eager to continue contributing with my service to continue impacting individuals and communities that need it. Also, to serve as an example so that more young leaders take action to improve our Puerto Rican society that need it so much.
In 2004, the Puerto Rican community lost an advocate, community leader, and urban warrior. Richie Perez was an activist and leader in the fight for social justice and human rights. Richie believed greatly in the power and potential of young people to create social change. In his memory, Comité Noviembre established the Richie Perez Scholarship for Peace and Justice to recognize Puerto Rican young people for their commitment, activism, and achievements in the areas of human rights and social justice. Please welcome the 2020 Richie Perez Scholarship for Peace and Justice.
Hi everyone at Comité Noviembre. I am Angelie Sfera, a recipient of the Richie Perez Scholarship. I'm so thankful to be here talking with you guys today about all the programs that I'm involved in at Seton Hall University, where I go to school. I am a sophomore there, and I'm a part of the Martin Luther King Scholarship Association, and as a scholar we do programs surrounding social justice. Our most recent program was actually the Breonna Taylor Vigil. So the Breonna Taylor Vigil was, in fact, one of the most profound events that I had ever been a part of. A lot of the performers, you could hear it in their voice, the pain that they felt over this woman's death, because it could be any one of us lying in our bed at night. And one of the most recent events for Hispanic Heritage Month that I did was a highlight of Bomba y Plena. So our Bomba y Plena event that we did at Seton Hall with my club, Unidos Bailamos, was one that I will never forget. I got to perform with my sister, which was something that was so important to me. And we actually educated the Seton Hall community about what Bomba y Plena is and how it is a part of the Puerto Rican culture, at the center of it essentially. And we talked about the different drum beats and the head wraps and the skirts and why we do what we do. And it was very important because at the end of it I connected it to how Puerto Rico had used Bomba y Plena as a form of protest in the Black Lives Matter protest. I wanted to thank you guys for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.
The Ernesto Malaves Scholarship for the Arts was established in memory of Vice Chancellor of CUNY, Ernesto Malave. Mr. Malave was instrumental in making the annual Comité Noviembre Artisans Fair a reality by providing funding and resources. And here are our very talented scholars.
Hi, my name is Ayana Davis Bolin, and I first want to say thank you to everyone who advocated for me, who spoke on my behalf when it was time to choose who would get this scholarship. I am so thankful. Like, I can't explain in words how thankful I am. This scholarship to me means I can go to school without having to worry about debt and not having to worry about this financial burden, and I can truly focus on my studies. I'm so happy to say that scholarships like such and others have contributed to my freshman year being completely paid for, and the majority of my remainder years in undergrad being paid for. And so now I can truly focus on developing as a scholar and developing as a young professional. This scholarship is also very exciting to receive because I will be around other Puerto Rican students who are like-minded, who have goals, whether they're similar or different to mine. I truly get to build my network with not only Puerto Rican professionals, but Puerto Rican scholars that are close to my age. So I'm super excited for that. Once again, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for contributing to my journey as I am a freshman in college. And if there's anything else that I can do to give back to the community, please let me know because I'd be eager to. Thanks again.
I volunteer because I have a deep desire in my heart to help others. And once the work is done, I get left with the satisfaction that I just helped make someone else's life better. What I get out of it is something that money cannot buy. It's joy, it's happiness, it's love. Es el privilegio de dar, es la esencia de la vida, la mayor alegría. Date lo que tienes sin buscar compensación. Lo que hagas, que
Hey, my name is Antonio Lee, and I love to volunteer because I love being there for people who really need somebody to be there for them. I really like to inspire people and motivate people, and that's really what I get out of volunteering. A lot of people think volunteering is doing a lot of service for other people, but I truly feel like you also do a lot of work for yourself, because at the end of the day, I walk away motivated and inspired and super joyful about the work that was done. I love to volunteer and bring music to people, or help people go see a show, or get out in the streets and get active when it comes to the government. So I love to use my voice, and I always feel so grateful and so humble because I know that my voice is projecting out into the world and people are being inspired by it. And I also wanted to thank Comité Noviembre for this honor. Thank you so much for featuring me.
Hello, my name is Nayeli Roman, and I am a proud recipient of the 2020 Ernesto Malaves Scholarship for the Arts. I would just like to say how honored and how humbled I am to be receiving this scholarship. I would like to thank Comité Noviembre and the Scholarship Committee for not only believing in me, but for believing in my dreams. What receiving this scholarship means to me is that now I have the key to get more opportunities and more experiences to bring me closer to achieving my goals and my dreams. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alex Rosado. I am a recipient of the 2020 Comité Noviembre Ernesto Malaves Scholarship for the Arts for my screenwriting, and I would like to thank Comité Noviembre for choosing me as a scholarship recipient and for helping me to complete my education. My goal in my career is to become an executive producer in the world of television and to one day create my own show which highlights the lives of queer Puerto Rican people. Today I would just like to read a brief page from my screenplay that I submitted based on the FX show called Pose. Here we go. Let's see. Interior Blanca's house morning. Blanca, a 29-year-old Puerto Rican woman, wakes up in her bed alone. The sun streams through the windows, shining morning light into the room. She rolls over, groans, and wipes her eyes. She remembers that she is alone again. Reluctantly, she gets out of bed, leaves her room, and pads down the hall. Blanca lives in a cheap apartment in Harlem with holes in the paint on the walls. Blanca rented it way back when she was first starting her house because it had 3 spare bedrooms for her children from the ballroom. Now that she is the only one left, it feels empty, hollow. She checks in every vacant room as she walks down the hall. The floor creaks in a low groan as she walks. Everything is still. She gets to what used to be Damon's room, the child she raised from a boy to a man, and sighs, staring at the vacant bed. She shakes her head and walks away. In the kitchen, she glances at her recipe book, laying on the counter. The recipe book that belonged to her mother. The book that she and Damon used to cook together. Tears come to her eyes and she looks away. Thank you.
Saludos familia, aquí Yomar Santos desde Tuabaja, Puerto Rico. Soy un joven cuatrista y estudiante de la Universidad de Berklee College of Music en Boston. Y simplemente quería transmitir con ustedes mi agradecimiento a todo el Comité Noviembre, ¿verdad? Y a su equipo de trabajo por brindarme la oportunidad y ser embajador de la beca Ernesto Malaves. Para mí esto significa mucho, para mí esto significa, wow, un mensaje de vida, que nunca nos demos por vencidos. Si en algún momento necesitamos ayuda, hay que buscar la oportunidad, hay que buscarla, ¿verdad? Y el que busca, encuentra. Así que bien agradecido con todo el comité y bueno, con agradecimiento les comparto aquí unos aires navideños para que disfruten allá. Desde el fondo de mi corazón, muchas bendiciones a todos y gracias por la oportunidad. ¿Está bien? Aquí Yomar, besos y abrazos.
Josefina Aguado Scholarship for Single Parents is awarded to single parents pursuing a college or a graduate degree. This scholarship is made possible by a generous donation from the husband and wife philanthropist team of Bill Aguado and Kathy Pavlik. This is the 4th year of their 5-year commitment. The scholarship is named in honor of Mr. Aguado's mother to recognize the sacrifices single parents make on behalf of their families.
Hi everyone, my name is Elena Romero and I am the proud recipient of the Comité Noviembre Josefina Aguado Scholarship for Single Moms. I am the proud mother of 3 beautiful daughters, Gabriella age 14, Gianna age 9, and Grace age 8. After being out of school for more than 15 years, I decided to take a chance and go back to school as a working adult to pursue my PhD. I am now a 2nd-year urban education PhD student at the CUNY Graduate Center. This scholarship means the world to me, as I currently pay tuition for school, and this scholarship will provide me some financial freedom, and it will go towards my tuition for the spring semester. So on behalf of myself and my family, I want to thank everyone who made this scholarship possible. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Muchísimas gracias. Bye.
Hey folks, didn't I tell you there's some badass Boricua scholars that we have this year? Let me tell you, we need to remain and continue true to our scholars and support them. It's the only way that we're going to heal and grow our community.